As coaches, we spend a lot of time holding space for others, but how often do we check in with our own breath, especially before we're going to go into a session or some sort of presentation? Your breath actually has a lot of secrets to share with you. In this short video, I would love to talk to you about how breath work can support you as a coach and also support your clients to thrive. So, the first thing to understand is that the mind and the breath are linked together like a bird with two wings. And the mind moves, the breath moves, the breath moves, and the mind moves. And you can't actually move one without the other. However, the breath can be used to tie the mind down. Simply by putting your awareness on your breath, your mind actually becomes very, very internal and it becomes withdrawn from the senses and the sensory distractions rather than actually being pulled outwards. You could say that the breath really is the door to deeper levels of the mind. So if you can keep your mind on the breath, the deeper layers of consciousness start to open a bit like a flower. There are a number of different breathing techniques to access different levels of consciousness, which is what I teach in my workshops, classes, and retreats. When the mind draws energy from the practice of breath work, that's actually when things start to come up. And that's the job of the coach, right? The job of the coach is to work with the client on what's coming up because we want those things to be coming up and out. So whether you're a life coach, a professional breathwork facilitator, therapist, our work is to actually go deeper than the rational mind. And that's where we can make lasting changes. So breath work is really an essential tool for coaches and especially coaches who want to get into the real issues that clients are dealing with. And plus, you can always consider it as a tool for yourself. So as coaches, we can become a bit stressed ourselves. We can become overwhelmed before we go into a big session. And we can use the breath to enhance our own self-awareness and manage our own nervous system. When a client comes to you or you have people in the audience, there are bound to be people in the audience who are a bit overthinking. You might have some doubting Thomases in there. And what we want to do is we want to bring them out of the rational mind more into a heart-centered space. And it's also really about getting people into a more unified energy and setting the stage for a safe space and a stage where deeper transformation can actually happen. If you teach clients simple breathwork techniques and tools, it will help them just calm their anxiety, but also it will help them increase the focus during the sessions or even in moments of confusion. Just getting them to breathe into the stuck spaces in their body will just help them navigate their emotions with greater ease. As a coach, you can help clients use breath awareness to deepen their listening skills. So they actually have more insights and they have more access to their intuition. And it's also very useful to help clients integrate simple breathwork technique into their daily life and practice. You just actually need to know how. There's an abundance of science, plenty of science that shows how the breath influences the nervous system. And there are an awful lot of experts that have written books on the subject, including me, of course. I've actually written 2 books on the breath now. There's no doubt at all about the impact of breath on the cognitive function, emotional regulation, and energy levels. It's there in black and white. All you need to do is just ask Google. Breathwork isn't just another tool, actually. It's a foundation for deeper coaching and personal growth and not to be underestimated. Just take a moment to notice what your breath is doing right now. How does it feel? What do you notice about the depth of your breath? How's your body moving with the breath? How does your nervous system feel? Imagine the power of sharing that awareness with your clients. If you're curious about how breathwork can enhance your coaching, I'll leave a link to my Breathe and Lead Breathwork for Coaches training in the description below.